Today on the lips we have on City Lips. This is Crimson, and it is described as opaque, cool tone, deep rose. I may leave it like that or I may cover it up. I don't know. I did use the Fenty primer to prime my lids, and this will be the last time I'm using it because y'all look at this. This is done. So the next couple looks will be with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Let's get into this palette. I am excited. I'm going to do a complete look, and I'm excited. So I have brushes out. What we're going to be using are Esom V27, Scott Barnes number 63. We're going to be using Sigma E49s and Scott Barnes number 62 and the Esom V31. So that's what we have out to do. On my lower lash line and upper and lower inner rims, my nose is looking toasty. Matte Color Excess Stay the Night, and this is the color of it. My nose, y'all, what the hell? I do put bronzer on my nose. I never highlight my nose, and you see why. The light bounces off of it anyway because it's so freaking huge. But anyway, let's get into this palette. We're going to take Jen Ricky. If I could find where Jen Ricky is. This is Jen Ricky, this shade right here. And this is going to go on the inner portion of the lid. This color is so smooth and so, yeah. Oh. And I just did the live swatches last night. And already I don't remember what the shifts are. But this, I am seeing orange down here. Like orange and green. This shade. Oh my gosh. And I should have burned, and you know I'd already threw away the paper, and I remember telling y'all that I was going to throw the paper away with the shade descriptions on it after that live stream was over, because I want to see if it's showing up the way they say. And yeah, because we went back and forth on a few of the multi-chromes in the live stream, because I'm like, what do y'all see? And sometimes we saw the same, or sometimes you saw shifts I didn't, or vice versa. But I do really think what I'm seeing as green is the silver in this shadow, which is Chicago Fizz, and it's just the way my eye and my mind processes color. And I remember saying eons ago, I do perceive color different than other people. When I used to say I perceive color wrong, and someone said it's not wrong if that's how my eye picks it up. That's what it picks it up and processes it as. And I forget who told me that. But if you're still around, thank you for that. Look at this, because that's when I started saying I process colors different than other people. So it's not a right or wrong, it's just how my eye picks it up. And I passed all the color tests, and so I'm not colorblind, but I just see things different. We're going to take Aviation, this shade here, and this is going to go on the center of the lid. And I did think to take, oh, you know what, this was that flaky one. I did think to take an Hourglass number 3, and I'm glad I didn't, because this is the only one that was flaky. And so it is better for me. Look, I got a flake in my eyelash. You see that? I remember years ago, this was maybe like 2016, 2017. I was talking to someone online, and we had finally decided to go ahead and meet in person. And so I asked him what his favorite color was, and he said his favorite color was red. And so I purchased a red dress. It was really cute. It had ruching around the waist, which camouflages, you know, some of the chunk, some of the, what do I call it, pudge, my overhang. And the dress was really pretty. And I showed it to a friend of mine. She said, that's a really pretty coral color. I said, what? She said, that's a really pretty coral color. I said, this isn't red. She was like, no, that's coral. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, really? So this has been like a lifelong thing for me. Like, it just didn't happen recently that I just perceive color different. And so I asked another friend of mine, I sent her a picture of the dress. I said, what color is this? She said coral. I was like, damn it. I swore it was red, and I purchased it because I thought it was, well, to me, it looked like it was red. It was not red, it was coral. And I was like, damn. But we did go out, and he did still like the dress, and he liked the color. But I said, you know, and I told him the story, and he was like, I like, yeah, I purchased it because to me it looked like it was red. And I know it's not, because 2 people told me it's not red. And he was like, it's still really pretty though. And he said, well, thank you for trying to wear my favorite color. I was like, you're welcome. This is the first brush. We're going to take a little more Jen Ricky, because we're going to pull that over. Oh, let me know if you've seen somebody do this combination, because I've seen just monochromatic looks with this. And yeah, so we've already used this shade here and this shade here. So we're going on both sides of, that is pretty. Oh, yeah, now because I have two different shades on, you can see the differences in the colors. I'm seeing green here and like orange here. And I am seeing just like different shades of purple here. And I think it was just 3 different shades of purple. So the flakes that fell in my eyelashes, they are flaking away, which is good. So it is an actual flake. And so let's move on to, what? Okay, I'm backwards. Well, not backwards, but the way I wrote the outer lid shade was all the way at the bottom instead of after these 2 lid shades. And so we're taking Not Speaking Easy, and you'll see two, well maybe not. There's a flake here, there's a flake here. This is the only flaky one. And so I'm just gonna use my finger and wipe off what didn't blow off. So Not Can Speak Easy, this shade here, we're gonna put on our outer corner. And I did coat both sides of the brush. This one is a little powdery and I tapped off, and a lot tapped off. So we're going to put this here, and that's why we coated that side, and this side we're going to come over and put this here. And we're going to use the top of the brush just to bring it here and to pull it out a little bit. And we're going to go back and make sure this is filled in for the outer corner and along the lower lash line. Oh, I like that shape. Can I get the other side? This is the shape I usually get on the other side that I like. Oh, okay. So let's come back over here. We're going to bring this up. That shade did create fallout. This one is powdery. It did just wipe off, which is good. And this is the side I tapped onto at first. I did not add more shadow on here. So we're going to bring this up. We're going to pull this out. Hopefully it'll do the same thing. Ooh, that the other side did. And the shape is the shape I like. So we're using the top of the brush to make sure we get the lower lash line. We're filling in, and we're doing up here. Ooh, this side looks like it's not as sharp where we did this, and so let's try to get that at least the same. Y'all, this is nice. Ooh, this is darker right here, so I'm going to just tap the edge of the brush very lightly and tap off that shadow is powdery. I was going to say both words at the same time. I was going to say showdery. Powder. The shadow is powdery. I am excited, y'all. I'm excited about this palette. So that's what we have. And we do have 2 transition shades, and so I need to stop messing around up there. So we're going to take the Sigma brushes. We're going to take Prohibition, which is right here. This is going to go in the first half of the transition, and that's why we use a tapered brush. And I did tap straight in, and it did create kick up in the pan. If that bothers you, now you know that it will do that. But then it's also, I think, because of the way I just tapped straight in, and maybe you can see the powder in this shade. I don't know if you can or not, but it is there. So we're just going to put this here, and I'm going to just kind of press into where the kick up was. And so we're going to do that instead of like tapping back in. So we're just kind of pressing into. And tapping off, it's like still puffing up like in the air. This looks like it does have, that it could look ashy on me, but because of where we're putting it, it's blending into the lid shades. But it does have it does look like it could turn ashy on me. But I like it. I like it because of what we placed it near, and that it is just kind of blending in, and it almost looks like it's nothing there. But it's not. I mean, but it is. Y'all, I'm sleepy. One of my aunts called me this morning. Now we're going to take Drifter. If I can find it. Where is Drifter? Where? Oh, the Drifter. Is this shade up here. One of my aunts called me this morning. I was knocked out asleep. And I thought, yeah, that's kind of dusty. And I thought something had happened to my uncle or my mom. And so I answered the phone. And honestly, I don't even remember what she said. I remember something about, I don't remember, but now I'm telling you, right? She said something about the social worker was there, and it was something about formula, I think. And I was like, formula? And she was like, they just need your address. The social worker's here right now. And so I was like, because I couldn't remember my address because I was sleeping. So then I told her the address and she was like, okay, thanks, bye. And then when I woke up later, I'm like, what the hell? Like, I don't even, because I really don't remember. We're going to take some more of Aviation, this shade, and we're going to put some of that back because, well, we're going to take it up higher because I'm not liking how that shade looked ashy. And I remember saying, or maybe I didn't, in the live stream that I wondered if some of these lighter tones would look ashy on me. In Iceland, the lighter blues didn't. And so part of me is surprised that this shade definitely looks ashy on me. And this is borderline ashy. But since it's in a corner and it's a smaller area, it's okay. And so now we're going to take the brush that had the outer corner shade on it, not and Speakeasy, this shade. And we're going to just tap straight in actually and tap off. These are very powdery. If that bothers you, now you know. And so we're going to put, oh, that came up dark. So we're just trying to cover up where it looked like, but not, yeah, not what it looked like, but where it was ashy. So we're going to put that brush down. We're going to take a clean blending brush. I just picked up whatever random brush, and we're going to just feather this. I didn't want to keep using the brush we replaced this with because you see how it came out dark, and I didn't want to take the darkness too far up. Like, who am I? Because I do like dark looks. I'm just trying to get this ashiness to go away, and it's not really working. What am I gonna do? That looks ashy. I'm going to wipe off this brush. No, I'm not. I'm gonna take a clean one. This is a Scott Barnes number 62. And we're going to go into, we're going to go into the Absinthe House, this right here. And we're going to tap into this one. And we're going to put that over here because this is just ashy. So I know not to use that lavender shade or to just use it very lightly. This is working. And so we're just putting that on top of the drifter. And we're actually just gonna, whatever's left on the brush, we're gonna bring it all the way in because that first transition shade looked a little ashy. So we're more so just putting this under our brow bone, which is covering the transition area and going partially to the top of my lid shades. And that's why we chose this brush. Now I'm trying to remember why I had these two brushes out. We're gonna put the Scott Barnes brushes away. So I do, oh, damn, I do like this. I just don't like that shade was ashy on me. Excuse me for smacking. So shoot, taking that brush that had that outer corner shadow again, we're not adding more shadow, but we're just feathering lightly because I'm just still, and we're going to fill in because now it's like looking lighter in here. But you know what, that's cool because that's that center shade that you can see like here in the middle. This right here, I'm just not really digging it. But y'all see the colors do show up. They do show up, which is a good thing. So we're just feathering the top edge of the lid shades. And I do like that you can see that center shade, this shade here, in the center of here. So it's almost like this shade turned into an outer V. So we're going to just leave that alone because I don't know what's happening. Well, I do know what's happening. Is this brush clean too? Did we not use the Scott Barnes brush either? We're going to take this brush and we're going to take, I apologize y'all, I'm just like, what's happening? And this is to get ready with me because I am going out to, why I can't find the shade? Blind Pig, this shade. Going out to UPS, I sold something on Macari. And I do have a tendency to mail stuff out the same day. And so we are going out. And I've been making it a point that even when I'm running errands to do my face because I am a walking billboard. So when someone says, oh, your makeup's nice, I'm like, here, let me give you one of my cards. And so I feel obligated to wear makeup. And we're going to pull this up here. And so, yeah, I wanted to go back to sleep, but then I ended up catching up on some videos And then I said, let me just do this video and then go out and eat lunch when I come back and probably take a nap. I have my mentee call tonight, so I'm a mentor to someone, and I do that periodically. So I'm not liking how this right here is looking. I don't know if there's anything left on this brush. It's just something funky right here that I don't like. This side is fine, but something over here, like this area, I'm just not digging how that's looking. We're going to take that brush again, and we're just going to just put whatever's in the brush just up here, because this side is up to the brow, and I think it was, well, when I was trying to take that ash away. This is looking messy now. I need to we still did not add more shadow onto this brush. I'm gonna just leave it, because I'm gonna have my glasses on anyway, and so the bar kind of comes across there. But I like all of this. I just don't like this area right here. It's just looking kind of, yeah, that shadow was very ashy, and that was the drifter. So I don't know what we'll do with that in the future. So that's the lid shades. This brush, we're just going to, what did we have on here? This, we had this shade right here, the Absinthe House. We're not adding shadow on the brush. We are just buffing out the lower lash line. So that is it for the colors. We're going to edit out eyeliner. I pulled out several to use, but I think I'm going to use this one. This one is from Inglot, of course, and it's number 99. I don't think it's going to show up much. It is a satin metallic type shade, but we're going to use that. It's very pretty. I just don't use it often, so we're going to use that. We're going to put on Lancome Source Boost Mascara Base and Lancome Mascara Definitives. I'm going to decide what to put over the lip. It's going to need to be something that will cover this, and so I'm thinking maybe one of the Fenty glosses. Maybe we'll just, you know what, we're just going to leave the lip like it is. So when we come back, everything will be done. This is our finished lip. This is what we have. I did the accidental swoosh thing, and I think I was just so excited because this side came out nice. Y'all know it's always something. This is an off day for me. I think when I come home after I eat lunch, I'm going to wash my face off and then take a nap. And maybe later tonight we'll do look 2, and then tomorrow look 3. But either way, we are going to do 2 more complete looks. This is what we have. And so now we know that for my complexion, and maybe if you're deeper than me, I'm not sure, that this right here, the drifter, will be ashy on you. And Prohibition was not quite ashy, but it looked like it could have been. If I would have did a wider space like I did with the drifter, maybe Prohibition would have been ashy. I don't know. But it did kind of blend in a little bit, so that was okay. And because of the ash issue and trying to fix it, I still am not happy with this over here. And I am sleepy. It's just an off day. Sometimes we have them, but that's okay. I love the lid work. I love how these shadows work together. And I'm excited that we went from, well, just the shades we used. This, that one, this one, this, and that. So we did use shades from both sides of the palette, and so I am excited about that. So we will come back. Hang tight. You'll see look number 2. Same day. I feel like I'm a little slanted. I did prime the eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion Milk Primer Estee Lauder Foundation. I didn't put on any concealer or anything. This is my Fenty cheek situation, y'all, and I am digging it. We have on Fenty Brow Pencil, of course, lower lash lines and inner rims is Matte Color Excess Gel Pencil Eyeliner and Pool Shark. And on my lips, we have, where'd I put it? Midnight Sparkle from City Lips, and it's described as clear with gold glitter. I realized the last few videos, what is that? My brows have been looking really crazy. They were looking good like right after the class, and then they just took a dive. And I noticed it in today's video, which was the 3 grungy looks with Notoriously Morbid, Selim Cosmetics, and the Yucca palette with Natasha Denona. And I'm just like, my brows was like crazy. And it's this side, because this side comes this way, and this side kind of stops here. And so I tried to do better today. So yes, we're using this again, and I have out similar brushes. We are adding 2 of the Fenty 220s in this one, and the Makeup Forever, no it's not, Makeup Geek Define Crease Brush and a LaRouche brush, but I think we used this for last time too. The brushes we used earlier, they've already been washed, and so these are clean. We're going to go into Chicago Fizz, which is this shade over here, the one that says it's silver, but my eye sees green. So this is going to go in the first part of the lid. Both of my eyes are teary, and I think it's just from, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm curious to see how shadow applies over Urban Decay, because I've been using strictly the Fenty for so long, but this is just going straight over. Look at that. And this is pretty. What are you? Oh, I do see pink, and I still see green. I don't know, y'all. If this is a smooth shadow, I am glad that I am trying the Urban Decay Primer Potion again. I just didn't know how much to put on, because y'all know with the Fenty I put on a lot. I put too much over here because then it started creasing, so I had to make sure to pat it out right before I turned on my recording device. But these are just like it's nothing. It's not feeling like it's sticking, like I can just swipe. But then these are smooth shadows though. Yeah. So both eyes are tearing. We're going to go in with the Hourglass number 3 for South Side for the second half of the lid. And where is it? That's this one in the center. And yeah, I was going to say shifts, but all the ones in the middle are multi-chromes. And so that's what it looks like on the brush. I think that's going to go nice with this first one, because the first one to me looks like it has a green tint to it, even though it's not green. And so we're going to do this just to get that blend going at the top. We're going to work our way down to the lash line. Oh, I got shadow in my eye. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. So maybe I shouldn't do that on this side. Or if I do it with my eye closed. Yes, I'm going to keep my eye closed and come down to the lash line. Start up here again and come down to the lash line. We are overlapping with that first shade. I do see some fallout from that shade, and that might be what happens because it's not a tacky primer for me like the Fenty. But what I am going to do, I am going to put on Hourglass. It did for the most part wipe away though. I am going to put on Hourglass Radiant Light afterward though. This is pretty. This is pretty. I wonder if I'm going to take it a little further over. I did not add more on the brush, but we're just pressing, excuse me, I'm pulling just to bring it over, because I don't want to take it too far and I don't want to add more shadow. Okay, now we're going to take the Scott Barnes number 63. Excuse me, we're going to take the Violet Hour, this one. Yeah, this one here next to the dusty one. This one. And we are going to coat both sides of the brush, because we're going to, this eye is really wet right here. So I might do a graphic liner or a wing line to just make it look like it ain't that bad. So we're going to start over here. That's dusty too. Oh, Lord. So we're putting this here. This was for the transition. Because I'm like, wait a minute. All right, this was not supposed to be here. So what we're going to do, we're going to put that brush away and we're going to take a clean one. Yeah, that was for transition shade. Windy City. This shade, this is what's supposed to be here. Well, actually, whatever we put there is supposed to be there, but this is what I had written down to be there. And we're going to tap it off. Some did tap off, and so we're going to put that here and over here. Ooh, so we're covering up the Violet Hour. And we're also trying to get our shape pointy side toward my corner and just pressing it. Ooh, okay. And now we're going to use the top edge of the brush to come this way, and the top edge of the brush to come this way. Y'all, I just and we turn the brush the other way because we're filling in that gap. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let me leave that alone. And we're going to do that over here. The shapes are different, but we do have where's that other, oh, you know, we used the other the other brush like this one, because I was going to use that to pull this shade out, but we're just going to tap straight in very lightly and tap off and bring this way. Why? There's like a piece missing because there's probably no primer right there. Did we get it in there? We can see where it's darker and where it's not. I may go back and fill it in later or try to make it darker later. I'm tapping the tip of the brush in. I was going to tap off, but I missed the palette. So we're just trying to get the color to look consistent. Maybe I'll do like a wing liner and take it way out. Okay, I'm going to do the side of the brush again. Did I do the wrong side? Yep, because I want to get in here. Okay, we got it, y'all, we got it. So for this side, yeah, we're going to fill it in. It is really wet over here. So that side we took out. So we're going to pull this out. This is much better than the first look. And we know it was user error. I like that. It still looks darker on the outer portion, but that is fine because it's a gradient coming inward. And we like gradients here. So we're just filling in like in here. And so this is so much better than the first one. I do not have fallout, but for some reason I just feel like I want to go like this. And I think because it's teary, but it's teary over here in the corner and in this corner. And it is because I had makeup on earlier, because sometimes when I wash makeup off, the mascara or eyeliner for my inner rooms or whatever, my eyes will tear afterwards, but my eyes themselves feel fine. They're just teary. Now the Violet Hour, this one for first half of the transition area, and I hope it don't make me look dusty. And we are using a smaller brush this time, and we're using the tip of the brush versus the wider brush that we used before. So that way we can have more control over getting it right here where we are putting it. And I can see that it is purple. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. This brush I use a lot for, I think I have 4 of them. I use a lot for lower lash line, but it does work for, it's called a precision brush. So it is good for anything precise. You want to do your outer corner, lower lash line. If you want to smudge out your upper lash line, you can do under your brows. You can even do your lid if you want to, if you have smaller lid space. Because even though it's tapered, you can just lay it and just swipe it. So you can use a brush for however it works for you. And so that's there. We're going to put that down. We're going to take a clean one and we're going to go into the green mill, which is this shade. And I almost lost it that quick. I was going to say, where is that? I tapped off a lot, did not tap off. And we're going to take this over top of the green and the top edge of that outer corner. Oof. And I'm glad I did take this brush because you can see it. It's a tad dusty. So we're going to go back and blend it out. So we're just doing just a line. Yeah, these 2 shades. Ugh. So what I have, I anticipated that. So that's why I had this brush out to blend out the transition shades. So I thought ahead this time based on the experience from the last look using specifically the drifter. Because that was not looking good. And so that is what we're looking like. I'm going to take the brush that had this outer corner shade. Part of me is like, don't even mess with it. But we're going right here on this line. Because I like how this side is, and it's less space. This side had more space between this shadow and the brow, which may be irrelevant because, oh, my thick thighs caught it. Because we did blend out the green mill. So I know I need to just do a thin line and then just blend it out. But they did show up as you saw. And it does play off of this green in the sensor. All right, so for lower lash line, excuse me. Oh, a hiccup in the belch. Go, girl. I'm thinking to do a red for lower lash line because I'm looking down here and I'm seeing this here. But we'll see. So for lower lash line is the Drunken Goat, which is this shade right here. And so we are just going to go wide with it and blow it out. Since my eyes are teary, we're just going to just roll with it. And this teared in here earlier, and I did my thing a few times, and it stopped. It stopped. I like how this looks coming down under the green. We're not going to come out here because it's wet out here. I like this. This is doing what I thought it was going to do, which is look smoky. And even though I'm going on the green, it's not showing up on the green. And we're going to blow it down even further. Oh, I like that. Tapping in again, tapping off, and we're just really bringing it down. I really like this. Okay, now for the other eye. Let me know your thoughts so far, ignoring the user error of the first look with the drifter. I like this. Like, these dark shades in here are absolutely wonderful for me because I like dark shades. And so there's a nice mix in here. I see a fleck of black right here, and it came off. I think it might have been the eyeliner. So, oh, why right here it looks thick and down? You know why? Because it's tearing in there. So we're going to take more, and we're going to just blow it down even further. Since the inner part wants to be further down because of the tearing, we're just really going to blow it the hell down. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And so we need to do more on this side. I almost didn't do this look because my eyes were teary, but I was sitting here and I'm like, you know what, let me just go ahead and do it. Because the sooner I get done these looks with this palette, the Notoriously Morbid palette is coming, so I'm going to want to use that. But then I also need to do the looks with the Esom palettes too. So I'm like, I do want to use the Esoms because they're just sitting here. I'm going to have to do something. Let me take another small brush. We're going to take a clean 220, and we're going to go into, we're going to go into Windy City. Yeah, we're going to go into Windy City, and we're going to put that in here just to break up all the brown so it doesn't look like I got a black eye. So it's still coming further down, but it's not a black eye. Ideally, if I didn't have Milia, I would put a shimmer shade here. So I'm just trying to make it look like this is all connected into here because it looks like the brown is starting here. And so that's the purpose of this shade here, is to kind of fill in what looks like a gap in color. And you can still see the bump even though it's not a shimmer shade. So I do think it is even all the way across. So now what we're going to do, I like this look. We're going to edit out putting on eyeliner, and I am going to use the red. We are going to, oh, that's going to be nice. Part of me is saying do green because of the lower lash line. I wish this was a live because I would ask y'all the red or the green. We're going to do, damn it. We're going to do the green. I do think both would look nice though. And we are going to put both of these on again, which I'm just going to put this on because my eyes are tearing. So it's like, why do all the things? And I plan on lining the lips with Dose of Colors Chocolate Chip from Nima Tang and Cookie Jar that Bestie sent me a while ago. So we'll come back. Everything will be done. This is what we have. And we did what we said we were going to do. I do like this mascara. I do also think that the mascara base that we didn't use this time does help it along a little bit. Why can't I see it? Because I moved my stuff when I rearranged after the Purgatory stuff. So it does more with this underneath it, but even on its own, and because it's a lighter look, you can actually see my lashes. You know what I'm saying? So this does still work. It was challenging putting on the lip liner on top of this because this made it slick. So it took me some time to do that. This went on very easy. I only used a little bit. And then I went back to reline the top because you can see the bottom lip line, but the top didn't want to show up. So I did put on more. Yeah, man. This is, okay, this means it's too much. Excuse me if you heard that in my throat. And this is why I put a little bit, because sometimes it creates like the lines. Okay, we're good. So this is the look, y'all. I am really digging it. My wings are somewhat decent, but they do look the same, and both sides are tearing equally, so that looks the same. So the tearing marks are symmetrical. I do like the wings. I'm glad we did go with the green. Did I tell y'all the number? This is number 86 from Inglot. And so, it feels weird. I love this color combination. I'm glad that we were able, well, that I had the foresight this time to have this brush out to blend this area up here. But I do like how these shadows work together. But future, I don't know what I would use these two for, because they did make me dusty. And it did help that I used the brush that I did to place it, because it has a point and it's tapered. So that helped me get it exactly where I want it. But I'm not sure. Is this turning downward now? Yup. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is the brush that had the eye primer on it. I don't even care at this point. So I really don't know if I would use these two, because they did make me look dusty. So as of right now, I think we used, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We've used 13 shades out of this 15 palette. It would have been 14, but we used this one that we didn't plan to for the first look. So we only have 2 shades left to use. We need to use, oh my God, Blvd, however you pronounce it, this one. And we need to use Capone. Those are the only 2 we didn't use. What if I did a 2 shadow look and just put this all over the lid? So this one you can see the shift more, the green and then that red, and then just did this for outer corner. What if we did that? I don't know. We're going to see. But yeah, we used every other shade in here. That is exciting. So just hang tight and we will be back. Let me tell you what I think really quick about this eye primer. It's really good. I did have unanticipated fallout, but I don't know if it's because this is not sticky or because of the shadow. Because y'all saw how I was just going back and forth with the brush, and usually I don't do that. But it was only a little bit, and I did put on Radiant Light after I finished everything else, and I think everything looks really good. It looks good. I think I'm looking pasty though. And so I might start using Eternal Light, which does make me toasty. But if I use it very lightly, it does look like a natural tan on me. So I might start adding that in. And you know what? I might be lighter now because winter is coming. We're in the fall season. But I'm babbling because I'm excited. But I really love this look. And I'm glad that the tiering is symmetrical. So it looks the same on both sides. Awesome. Here comes look number 3. I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. I had my chapstick out that I was going to use. Oh, here it is. We're starting with Cotton Candy Chapstick. We only have 2 shades to use to say we've gone through this entire palette, but we're going to use 3 because the Absinthe House we didn't intend to use before, and so I had that in for this look. And so 3 shades. I'm putting on chapstick because we're going to wipe it off, because y'all know I miss doing a black lip. For, you know, brows as usual, the Fenty lower lash line is Matte Color Excess Gel Pencil Eyeliner in Nudge Nudge Ink Ink. And on our inner rims, upper and lower, this is from MAC. This shade is Graphic Content. House Labs Cheek Situation. We did put on Radiant Light, and then we put Eternal Light a little here and just a little here and here, because that can make me toasty. Because I remember saying yesterday, I think it was yesterday, that I was looking a little ghastly, and so that's what we did today, and I am excited. What else is something I'm forgetting to tell you? We're going to go basic with eyeliner, so oh, don't drop the primer. Sorry if I shook you. We're going to use MAC's Paint Pot and Black Mirror. Yes, y'all, we're using a black eyeliner for upper lash line. Lower lash line, I didn't pull anything out yet. Oh, we did. We're using, okay, never mind. I'm just so excited. And I'm calling this the faux cut crease because we're not going to cut the crease. And I've done this before, and this is the technique that I used for one of the lessons. However, we are not going to call it a cut crease. I'm not going to be that intentional. It's not going to be that stark, but this is the process that I use. And so if you want to see how I did that, this is it. So we're going to use the Urban, I still feel like I'm forgetting to say something. We're going to use the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I used it yesterday. I need to get a feel for like how much to use. Because back in the day when I used it, I used to use my finger to blend it out. And so I can feel where it is and where it's not. But with the wands, with the wand, it doesn't always show up, but when I like tapped my lid with my finger, I could feel it was there. So I'm just kind of struggling with how much to put and not put too much. Because yesterday I put too much, because in here it creased all through my crease because it was too much. So I just had to be sure to pat it out before, excuse me for smacking, before I put my eyeshadow on. And so That is not a problem. I'm just so used to being able to see the Fenty. We are going to take this out here. And I think this is why my shapes aren't the same. Because one side, well, because of how I placed the primer. And it's the reaching over part that like kind of throws me off. Well, not throws me off, but just trying to get the angle the same. It's like, we ain't trying to do that. We're using the Real Techniques brush to blend this out. And I'm excited for how this look came out. I spent extra time on my brows today because looking at the last couple videos that aired, my brows was looking crazy. And they are different shapes. And I refuse to do any more plucking to try to get the insides at the same. But like this side kind of goes down, this side stops here and goes straight, so they're already not in the same place. And so I just need to pay more attention. When I was in the course, I got good at doing my brows, I think, but then I just started just doing my brows however just to get it done. But I need to go back to giving them more attention. So we're going to put that brush right here. So the first shade, oh y'all, I'm excited. So the 3 shades we're using is Absinthe House, Capone, and Boulevardier, I don't know. So these 3 shades, 1, 2, 3, 3 shadow look. That's what we're doing. We're going to start, I'm nervous. We're taking the Esom V31 and we're going to go into Capone. And the reason I'm not calling it a cut crease, I feel like it's something in my eye, because in the lesson it is something in my eye. Excuse me, doesn't look like anything. Sorry if that freaked you out. Oh damn, excuse me. They said to use a black liner, and I'm like, I did do that for the Twiggy look though. Thank you y'all for being with me on that journey, like all the critiques and the feedback and the looks that I was showing you we had to do for homework assignments. And I'm just excited. So we're going to start over here. So we're going to, oh shoot, let me start here. So I am looking more or less straight so I can see where I'm putting it. And I do understand why they say use an eyeliner. And I should have used a thinner brush because how this is really thick right here. But the idea is just to have the bottom line sharp. And that's why YouTubers use concealer to cut the crease, or glitter glue or something like that. And I remember saying that like world-renowned makeup artists, they don't do that. It's just the technique that they use. And the second time I did my cut crease was similar to this one, but I think I might have used one of these brushes. This is also an Esom brush. This is V09 because it is very thin to just get like a straight line. And so that's why I'm calling this a faux cut crease and not a cut crease, because this is not the proper brush. But this is the shape that we did for even that look. And so the reason I'm doing this is because I was trying to figure out what type of look to do with these 3 shades to make it look like wow and not just like some regular thing. And I thought, you know what, we're going to do this. And so this is what we're doing. And this really is not the right brush for this because I was looking at the shapes because in here it's like way too thick, but we will come back to that later. And so we're going to wing this out. And so this is our shape. So if you wanted to see how I did that, this is how I did it, except it was a thinner brush because I really was trying to get this tapered in here, and this brush is not really going to taper. But that is okay. This side is down further. So we're going to just bring this in here. Okay, that's gotten messy really quick. But you know what? We're good though. We're good. So we're just going to bring this in here too. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, I almost got a unibrow. So we're doing new things. And I do think it's going to work out in the end, like when the entire look is done. I think it is going to look nice. So we're going to put that brush down. I think the shapes are the same. I'm looking at the space between here and here, and it is looking similar to me. So now we're going to take this brush. This is a Sigma E49 sent to me by Bestie, and we're going to take the Absinthe House, this shade here, and we're going to tap straight, well actually tap and twist so it's all over, and we're going to go on the top edge of this line, even though it doesn't need blending out because it's not a liner and we did not go dark with that shade, and that shade can go super dark. So we're just blending out the top line up here, and that is what that is looking like. And it already is kind of blended, well, not kind of, it already is blended from the way we used that brush to place it. And so that's what we got for that. So we're going to tap and turn, and we're going to do the same thing over here. I thought to do my face afterward, but I said, you know what, no, let's just go ahead and do the face, because this palette does not give me a lot of fallout. What did I say? This face doesn't give me a lot of fallout. This palette does not give me a lot of fallout. I really don't even know what I said. I'm just so excited to do this again and to see how it's going to come out. And just, I made a list of videos to do based on some of the lessons, and so I am really excited about that. And I have a long list of stuff to do, y'all. It's ridiculous, because I can only do, well, yesterday I did 2 videos, but that's the most. And even having hours in between, my eyes really were tearing a lot. And so this is what we have going on. I am going to, do I want to do this brush? Yeah, this is a LaRouche brush. We're going to go into Capone, because I do want to deepen this black line just a little bit. Not super, super, super dark, but just so the color is consistent. Excuse me. I am so rude. And we're going to do the same thing over here. So I'm just going really lightly. You see I'm not going in one stroke. So we're just filling in where it looked like it was a little bit lighter. So this is what we have right here. And actually, I kind of don't like this, how this is looking right here. You know what? That's not going to work. This is the brush we use for foundation and concealer. You know what? That's not working. Let me see. We're going to take this that I just used, because there's just a little bit of foundation and primer on here. So we're going to do this. Oh, it's dry. That ain't going to work. What I could do, you know what? Yeah, this is dry on this palette. We're going to, and we did it before, so we're going to, oh, Fashion Fair is underneath all of the face stuff, because I stack stuff according to how I use it, so I don't forget to put it in the flat lay. So we're just going to take some shadow from over here in one of these corners, and we are going to put that right there and right here to tone down that black. That works. And I knew this does work, because I remember doing this before. And it's because Fashion Fair does have a color to it. If it was a translucent powder, it would just dull it down, but it may not look like my skin tone. See what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, so we're going to do that. Oh, I like it. So let's get back to this look. Apologies if this video was like 50 minutes, because it wasn't that long. But then, because I'm taking my time and doing stuff in this video, it's taking a while. Also, Absinthe House is going on our lower lash line. So we're going to just use the tip of the brush for this. Sorry for poking you in the eye. And we're going to use this brush for this to blow it out, as well as placing at the same time. And we're going to do the same on the other eye. And this is what we got. I really am enjoying this palette. I feel like I'm making faces. I realized today when I was doing my blush, I was making faces. But that's okay. It did take me a while to not be like when I do mascara and stuff. So I think I want more underneath, which might mean taking a different brush than this one, because I do like to be able to see the color on my lower lash line, aside from whatever gel liner we put under there. But then, because this shade is this shade, it's only going to show up so much. And so really it's just the appearance of blowing down the gel liner. I like that, because I can see it, but only because I know it's there. If someone didn't see me do this, they might not even realize what it is. Okay, we're going to put that brush down. Now we're going to go into this brush, and we're going to go into this shade right here. This shade right here. And that's going to go all across the lid. This is the Hourglass number 3 brush, because we are going to take it all across the lid. And with this Urban Decay primer, you see, and I don't know if it's just this primer, my eye is closed so nothing falls in there, or if it's the texture of the shadows. And now I'm going to go a little further up, and I think I want to take a smaller brush, or just be careful so that I don't cross that black line. I think I want to take a different brush. I am wishing, well, not wishing, that I use a brighter color, because then the contrast between the lid shade and the faux cut crease would be more noticeable. Because right here it looks like maybe there's nothing even here, like particularly this area right there. But I do like this shade, and now I am going to take a different brush. We're going to come out here, but we're going to come back out here with a different brush as well, because I feel like I need one that is a little bit less wide. But while we're here, we're going to go ahead and press this over here. And so we're learning here still. Even though I knew what look I was doing, brushes do make a difference. And so I'm not crossing that black line. And so we're coming out here. And so this is how we're doing it. So this is how I did that first look. The one that she said to redo, she said make the line more crisp and to use a black liner. And I did use the black liner when I went back into it. So we're going to take this brush. Yeah, this is an Esom V27. Y'all would think I would know about heart as much as I use this brush. And we're just going to come along this bottom edge and follow where the wing of that black line is. And so that's what we're doing. So that bottom edge of the line all the way out to here, because that's where the black line goes. The lid is looking okay. I don't think I need any more on the lid. So now we're going to do the same thing over here. These shadows are so smooth. So we're following that black line. Wow. Why is that looking, you know, I was going to say why is it looking darker over there, but it is a dual chrome. And so you see that it's red, but in some angles it's green, so it's going to look like that. And I'm seeing the green over here, and I'm seeing the red in here. So this is what we got. I still want to do something in here, but I'm not sure what to do about it. So this is what we have, and we're going to pull this out some, because I did kind of do, well, not kind of, I did do that in the look for the lesson as well. I had the liner shape, and then I had the shadow. Yes, and we are coming past that black line. So we're doing some graphic stuff here. So, and we're going to take this brush too. We're not adding anything to it, but we're going to just run this under here. Oh, this side is wet right here. Damn it. I thought not to do this video today and just give my eyes a break, but y'all know I feel compelled to do a video almost every day. That did show up a little bit more. So what we want to do now, so the lid is done. Those are the last two shades. These two were the last two that we needed to use to say we've used this entire palette. And so what I'm going to do now is we're going to put the black on our upper lash line. Oh my gosh, my eyes are tearing over here. We're going to do black on our upper lash line. We're going to wipe off chapstick, put on MAC's Caviar. This is their matte retro matte liquid lipstick. I probably said that wrong. And we are going to put on both the Lancome Cils Booster mascara base and the Lancome Definitive mascara. I am just like all over the place. But when we come back, the look will be done. I am still trying to think of what else to do up here, because I kind of want a lighter shade up here, or one that's going to look a little more blended. But I mean, it is what it is. And for cut creases, it is, you know, it's a sharp line, but the top is blended. But I do like this though. This is different, and I'm excited. So we'll be back and the look will be done. This is the finished look, and we did everything we said we were going to do, and we did something more. We did put on MAC's Caviar, and we tapped this shade in the center. I'm loving that. What we also did, I took this brush. This is a Makeup Forever 210 brush, and we brung this shade out here so that you can see 3 different wings. And like this, you can be like this, the green comes through, so it looks like it's one shade. And we put a line under here of that same shade. So we brung this out, and put a line here. And for our lower lash line, I also took glider dye from MAC, and I put that here, just on the outer portion of the lower lash line. And I did these huge dramatic wings on purpose because we were going for something different. I love this look. What else did we do? Oh, I took Contemplative State MAC Paint Pot, and I put this on this portion of my brows just to here, and I also bring it down here because on some parts of my face it looks like my skin color, and I wasn't really liking how that black shadow looked in here, so I did the brows first to here and then I bring it down to here, and you may notice that black doesn't come all the way in, and I did the same here. Contemplative State from here to here, and then we bring it down the sides of the nose and right here. And I do like this a whole lot better. We will do the cut crease I did before another day, where we do use a brush like this one to just do the line, because that'll make it more crisp and it won't be as wide. And also I understand why she said that she liked the colors I chose for that look, because for this one you can't really tell if there's anything up here, which it is. That's the Absinthe House, because the colors are, it's a they're not their color. And so colors do make a difference in how a look comes out. But this is how I do my faux cut crease. And as I said, we'll come back and do another troll cut crease and just use a brush like this one to draw the line and still not put down extra adhesive or concealer on the lids. I really do like this look. Y'all know I'm in my glory with a dark lip. Let me know what you think. Yeah, this way I don't like how that green is showing through because it looks dark. I like it this way because you can see this wing, the shadow wing, and then the liner wing. And the same for over here. So I do like seeing the different wings. And I wanted to do more stuff, and I said, you know what, troll, just calm down. Just calm down. But let me know what you think. This is the liner. I did line my lips first. This is NYX retractable lip liner, and it's called Black Lips. We did line the lips first before we put this on, and then we tapped the shadow on using this brush from Esom, which is a V09. So I do believe that is everything that we did. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you will try a faux cut crease. Let me know. And what used to throw me off about it is my eye shape because of all the puffiness, and then it looks like it's just blank space up here. But that's what cut creases look like, or in my case, a faux cut crease or a troll cut crease. So let me know what you think. Y'all know I'm loving this lip. We're going to go. Stuff is popping up for you to watch. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, like, share, join, all that good stuff, and you will see me soon.